Hi, my name is Christy and welcome to day 995 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I am so excited about this product. This is from the brand Kosas. It's the Tinted Face Oil, and this is the product I chose for my Boxycharm October 2020 base box. And I chose this in the shade 3.5 Fair Light with neutral undertones. And I'm really excited about this because I love foundations. I'm so excited I got a foundation product in Boxycharm because I rarely, basically never, get foundation in my beauty subscription boxes. And this is a $42 foundation that I got in my $25 Boxycharm box. So Kosas is an expensive brand that I'm excited to be able to try at this really great deal, reduced price. And it sounds so different than other foundations that I've tried before because it's a tinted face oil. I've never done a tinted face oil. It just sounds so intriguing. Also, when you hear the description that it's supposed to be a clean, featherweight, light coverage foundation and hydrating skin elixir with application that takes as little as 10 seconds. Ooh. The breathable formula, even skin tone, minimizes pores and erases imperfections while supporting skin health. So I definitely need to even out my skin tone. I have the redness, some blemishes, minimize pores. That's something that is huge for me. I definitely deal with large pores along my cheeks and my nose, a little bit on my chin as well. So I love finding products that help minimize the pores and erase imperfections, so could definitely use that. So here is how it looks. It says, oh gosh, must have little shaker beads in it, but it says to shake well, and it seems like from hearing it, very liquidy. And it says you just blend 2 to 4 drops into skin using fingertips. And interesting to apply it with my fingers, not a brush or a sponge. But I'm gonna follow the instructions and see how that goes. So here's how it looks. Let's see if I can, 1, 2. Oh, it's very liquidy, like it's running down my hands. So you can see that's how it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to half of my face. And let's see how it does. Alright, so this shade is all over my fingers. So excuse the weird way that I'm like applying it, but it seems a little bit darker than I would have expected. But oh my gosh, it does feel exactly like an oil. That is very interesting. So therefore it definitely feels like lightweight. I did exactly 2 drops. And I mean, I am used to a little bit more coverage, but I feel like I might need more than 2 drops. I mean, 2 drops is enough to lightly cover half of my face. And light coverage is accurate, but it does look pretty good on the skin. And it does blend pretty well with my fingers, but I kind of want to try it with a sponge. So I'm going to take a tiny bit more and see how that is over my large pores and the redness, because I feel like I didn't get enough to really cover this area. It is really cool though, just how thin of a formula it is. But I don't know, I keep feeling like I'm seeing a little bit of finger marks from blending it out with my finger. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and just bounce the sponge on top of it to smooth out those finger marks. I like it. So here's my skin without it. Here's my skin with it. It really does look nice. Like you don't see any foundation texture, but it does give a little bit of coverage. It did help to even out my skin tone because you can see like the redness is definitely reduced. And I do think it looks pretty smooth over my pores as well. And it has some glow to it, so that nice hydration. I'm actually very, very happy with how this looks. I just really love how smooth and glowy and radiant it makes my skin look. It kind of helps give like a naturally perfected type of appearance to my skin. Well, not exactly perfected because it's light coverage to the point where you can still see some redness and some blemishes, but it just looks so natural. But it improved the appearance of my skin a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and I kind of want to try putting a little bit onto the sponge. 2, 3. I just put 3 drops onto my sponge, and let's see how that application goes. Because this way I'm not getting those little fingerprint marks from it. This method seems to be working. I would say definitely make sure to dampen your sponge before you use it so that it doesn't absorb all the product. But it is very quick to apply, just like it claimed. And it does just feel like putting on skincare. Like, look at that beautiful sheen. I'm kind of curious if someone has oily skin, how they feel about this. Because I feel like, I mean, it's a face oil, so it does add oil and sheen to the skin, which I really like because now that the weather is cold, my skin has become dry. But typically I do kind of have combination skin, but lately it's been dry. So this is a great product for my skin these days. I also feel like my skin has kind of calmed down from the breakouts. So this is a nice light coverage foundation to put on because I'm not trying to cover up as much as maybe I was a little like a couple weeks ago. I mean, I'm still kind of have some healing breakouts on my chin. I feel like it's from that mask me. But since I do feel like my skin's looking pretty good these days, this is a great product to reach for because it does have that light coverage. It looks very natural on the skin. So I really like this. I really like this as an everyday type of tinted moisturizer, well, I guess tinted oil type of product, because on a typical day, I'm probably not putting on a full coverage, full face of foundation because I like to look more natural. That's just my particular taste when it comes to makeup. And that's why I'm always talking about how I don't like it to look like I have foundation on my skin. I like it to have the skin texture. Just when I'm around other people and they're looking at my face, I want it to look like my skin, not foundation. So this product definitely looks like my skin. So I'm happy with that. And I just love how my skin is feeling right now. It feels so hydrated and comfortable. Let's see if it's buildable. If I put a little bit more onto the sponge and try and cover that redness on my cheeks. So you can see, it's just so light coverage. I feel like as I'm applying it, what is building up though is that shine. Like it kind of gives that glass skin effect. See that sheen? Wow. That's what makes me think though someone with oily skin might not love this. So if you have oily skin, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Or just in general, if you have tried this out, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it. But so what I'm gonna do is continue wearing this throughout the day, of course. And in the description down below, I'll put my wear test. I'll also try and take some wear test clips and updates as the day goes on, and I'll put those at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But first impressions, I like this. And of course, I'm glad that I knew going into it that it was going to be light coverage, and it just kind of lived up to all of my expectations, and I'm very happy about that. I feel like it didn't really build up much coverage, but the color is really good for me, and it helped my face match my neck better. Oh, a visitor at the end of the video here. Here's Dexter. Hey, sweet pie. Say hi. As I keep looking in the mirror, I just feel so happy with how my skin looks because it just looks so healthy. It looks more even, it looks glowy, which is like my favorite part about this. I didn't realize it would have so much radiance and glow to it. So I keep saying I'm very happy with this. Well, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Okay, it's about 5 hours later, and here's a wear test check-in. It still looks good. I feel like it looks almost the same, except for it got a little bit shinier, like especially on my chin. It's a little bit warm out today, so I feel like my skin is getting a little bit more greasy just naturally, so I feel like the foundation is reflecting that. But I think it looks really good, and it still feels really comfortable on my face.